So it is Friday, the 2nd of May, and you Featherheads know what happens every Friday, which is a new episode of Wingfeather comes out. And today's episode, how do I feel emotions right now? I'm kind of slipping a lot. It depends on what music I'm listening to right now, but with Kalmar and Janner, I'm speechless about how hard that hit me and how how emotional that was because Janner's angry at Kalmar, and Kalmar, he just wants to be a kid. He doesn't want any of this, and Janner's pressuring him because he feels the need to, and Kalmar runs away, which that has got to be one of the most emotional things. Their talk right before it. Don't mind my makeup right now. I had a community performance for dance, so my lips are all weird. But Janner was talking with Kalmar, not exactly yelling, but like he was just being really hard on him. And Kalmar's like, I don't want to be king. I want to be a kid. And then he said the very last thing he said to Janner before running away, which was, "Leave me alone." And I just have to say that hits me so hard. I relate to both of these characters a lot. Kalmar for being like just this like little sibling who's just like, hey, I want to do what I want. I don't want any pressure or anything. And then Janner being the older sibling, like, look, I have to keep you in here and I have a job to do. And like Kalmar has this adventurous spirit and Janner has this very, I want to say educated, but like he has this like certain look on things and he likes to read and stuff. But I relate to that a lot. Like looking out for my little sister, I literally feel like Janner. She gets lost in church, and where was I? Just the entire thing. And then Janner stomps off, and he did not read the street sign, which I was just like clapping my hands, going like, "You need to read the street signs," which I understand in the book, but yes. And then just stomping off, being real angry, and then the rest of the episode just circling around Janner. That has sent me on a very long thing. I'm like, Janner is like my favorite character in like the entirety of fiction, pretty much. Janner and Ahsoka tie for first, okay? I cannot pick one. And it was just so sad watching that. And then that brings me to my next thing. Why wasn't Sarah in it? Sarah, I thought she would just pop in at the end and go like, Janner, or something like that. She did not. She was not in the episode at all. And I was like, I felt so bad. And then Kalmar. I can go on for 30 days talking about Kalmar. Um, well, I never thought we would see him after he ran away from Janner, but we did. It was a part that wasn't even in the books. It was mentioned at the almost the very end, not the very end, like but it showed when he came into the Strander camp and he was all like ready and stuff like that, and he was like, "Hey," he literally did that, and I'm like, I would do that too, but he came in and then everything spun out of control, and that just made me think this is probably going to be the last time we see him, and we have no idea when the next season is coming out. They Angel, the team, they need a lot of funding for season 3, and I'm just pleading to you guys with all of my heart to make that happen because I don't know about you, but seeing the next couple things ahead, I'm not saying anything for reasons, but I don't want to wait 3 years for that. Please. I've already waited a year for this season. It felt like forever, but if you can't afford the guild or anything, if you don't have like that kind of money set aside for that, then just get get some sort of merch or something, and just help. I don't know. My sister's doing something in the doorway. Sis, I'm recording, but if you can't really do anything, just pray and contribute to something. But this next, there are only 2 episodes left in this series. It's crazy. We just now made it to the Fork Factory. And Janner, he's got to go crazy because he can't talk with people. He can't talk with people. There was a scene almost at the end of the episode where there was a little kid, he was pushing a cart. Janner's in the Fork Factory now. And he was like, hey, so, and then the kid's like, no. And then I can just imagine Janner's mind going like, I just wanted to socialize. I just wanted to socialize. I just wanted to talk to someone. But yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And the moment Jenner said Esben Flavogel, I fell to my knees, put my hands in the air, and just, I was really hoping they put that in. And I was so happy they did because I don't know. It just feels like a Janner thing. It feels like a Janner thing to do. I think I created something, a Janner thing to do. But, one more thing. Gammon. His appearance in that episode was honestly really cool. And Oscar looking for the boys, I really wish he went out earlier to go find them. But, you can't really play with the TV series when the books are already out. You can't really do that. If Oscar left earlier to go find them, find the boys, then this entire conflict would have been resolved. Likely. I don't know. But this episode was a crazy ride, and these next 2 episodes, there are going to be tears. That was my entire thought process of that episode.